Hey everyone, welcome to MaysLugLife. I'm May, and I'm back for, I hope, the final installment of my, it was originally supposed to be a 3-part unboxing, and now it's become 4, because the third box was really packed with a lot of stuff. And I didn't really have time to, do the whole thing. Otherwise it would have been like an 8-hour video. So, anyways, we're back. Unfortunately, the sun has kind of set. So it's a lot darker in here. So I've kind of got a whole bunch of artificial lights. So I hope you can see all this. But anyways, so we're going to continue on. So, there were a bunch of stashes and a couple of, packing cubes, compression packing cubes, and a dolly in the previous one. But I sort of put them up to the side and they're in a box, so I'm not going to bring them back out. So we're just going to open up whatever's left in this box for this last part of the video. So we're going to open up the ones that you can still just see first. Let me just see if I can move this box over. Maybe that's a bad idea. Okay, anyway. All right, so let's take a look at these. Now, these are the chippers. And I think I'm going to do this one first because I'm suddenly looking at this one and I think I may return this one. I'm not sure. Okay, so these are the chippers. I got 2. I wanted to get more, but I really wanted to see what they look like first. I actually happen to really like little wallets. Actually, I like all wallets. What am I saying? I love all wallets. I love all lug wallets. I'm a complete sucker for wallets. Part of the reason is because I went years and years and years with crappy wallets. And then when I finally discovered lugs and lug wallets, I can't go back. So now I kind of have this weird, I don't know, it's like a reaction that if there's a wallet that's good, I buy it. I don't even care whether I need it or not. Because there might be one day where I need that wallet and I won't have it. And, it'll be gone. It won't be, they won't make it anymore. It won't find the color. So I have this weird sort of thing, like, I guess it's like a reactionary thing where if I don't have a good wallet, somehow my life is not going to be complete. It's a little OCD thing, because I've lived so many years without a good wallet, and now I found like all these great wallets, but I have to sort of, like different parts of my life, I require different ones, so now I have to have every freaking wallet that Lug makes, because I never know when I'm going to need that particular style. So, I do like the little ones because they go into the little bags. I can put this easily into all of my Coops, into like my old can, into my old flapper. So, and I happen to like little bags with a little wallet. I don't like to use the little card slot. I don't like to use built-in wallets. To me, it's just too dangerous, and I just feel like everything, if everything goes flying out of my bag, then all my cards go on gone as well. But if I see a big wallet, I'm going to pick that up. I'm not going to lose anything. So, anyway, so let's kind of take a look and see what's in this. I'm just going to get rid of that little packet. And first of all, I haven't seen this. I haven't looked at this in a while. Wherever you go, may your guardian angel watch over you. Very sweet. Okay, so this one has the, so this is, I think, what is it, black or just midnight black? Midnight black. So there we go. So that's the black, midnight black rather. And it's got the contemporary fern interior. This is RFID protected, and it has that drawbridge opening, that accordion opening, which I love. So if you've got something in the middle section, it doesn't fall out. Like when you tip it, it doesn't fall out. So this actually will hold a lot of good stuff. So you can keep, like your debit card and a credit card on one side, your ID, and I don't know, whatever other card you've got. You can put a little bit of cash, a little bit of coin in the middle, and it's not going to fall out. So I actually really like this wallet. I'm now thinking, now that I've seen it, now that I feel it, I kind of want every color. I only got the 2 because first of all, I don't really have a small black one anymore. I gave that away. I used to have a handspring, and I gave that away. So I kind of thought, well, maybe I'll just get one of these, and it'll be like the old handspring. Although I kind of missed the handspring because it had more card slots, and it had a place that you could put cash. So it opened up differently, and you can put cash in it. So I kind of sort of miss it. I might, like if Lug comes back making more handsprings, then I might be okay. But this one's even smaller, I think. But part of the reason why I got this is because of the wristlet strap. And if you're like me and, and you really enjoy wristlet straps, but if, unfortunately, a lot of times things don't come with a wristlet strap, I think this was $22 or something like that when they debuted in that week. So I kind of thought, you know what? I'm kind of buying the wristlet strap and getting a free wallet. That's kind of what I was looking at, because I kind of thought, well, you know what? I would like a black wristlet strap, because then it kind of goes with everything. Then I have a wallet that goes with everything, and I don't have to worry about it. So yeah, like I said, I didn't have a small black wallet. I have a couple of, no, I have like 3 minuets, I think. They're really, really small. I have, I think, 3 handspring minis. So I got a few little ones, which I really, really like, but I didn't have a black one anymore. So I thought I'd get this one and see, you know, what it was like and see the quality was like. I can definitely feel there's a slightly lowering of the quality, which is I think why it was kind of not the most expensive wallet. The minuets that I used to have were so good. They were so well made. The handspring, I could feel there was a slight difference, and I think this is even sort of less of a high quality wallet than the previous ones. So I'm glad that they were not expensive, because I don't think I would have wanted to pay much more. This is not a $40 wallet. This is not a $50 wallet. This is definitely like a $25 wallet, maybe 30 at absolute most Canadian dollars. But I probably wouldn't pay that much. So anyways, so I got a black one because I knew it would go with everything. And then I got the coral. I don't know what came over me. I think I had forgotten that coral was highlighter orange and not orange. I think I completely forgot, because in the frenzy of buying stuff that day, because I was really only watching the show for like 10 minutes just to see what was on sale and what the new products were, and then I left. So I was just clicking on the ones I wanted. I like checked out and left. And for some stupid reason, I wanted an orange wallet. Okay, not a stupid reason. I wanted a small orange wallet. Don't ask me completely why. At the time, I wasn't remembering that this was coral, but for some reason I thought this was orange. And the reason why I wanted an orange one is because I kind of wanted like a Halloween one. I know it sounds stupid, but I kind of wanted a little tiny wallet I could carry around if I was going to a Halloween party. Sounds stupid, I know. But I have been to Halloween parties where I'm having to, like, you know, have this big bag with me instead of having, you know, like a small thing that I can wear with my costume. So I kind of thought it would be kind of fun to have a little orange wallet that would live inside a really small coupe that I could carry around and still wear my Halloween costume and whatever. Now, am I going out Halloween partying anytime soon? Probably not. But I just thought, you know what, I'll get one. But then now that I'm looking at it, I kind of completely forgot it's a highlighter orange, and I think it's too bright for me. So it's really bright. So I might return this. I might see what Lug has to say. If Lug makes me pay to send it back, then I'm just going to keep it and maybe sell it or something like that, or give as a gift to someone. But if they let me exchange for a different color, I'm going to see what colors are available and maybe exchange this. Because I don't know why, but I thought I was going to get an orange. Like a regular orange. I think in my head I completely forgot that the coral isn't coral. I forgot that it was misleading. And it's a highlighter. So, whatever. Anyway, so there we go. So, I think I'm actually going to go back and maybe get other ones now that I have it. There was a poppy red I was debating getting. There was another color that I forget now what it was. There were 2 other colors I was like humming and hawing over, and I decided not to get them because I just want to see what they were like before I got them. And now I think I might still get them because, like, even though they're not the best quality, they're still really, really cute. And they're a really good size, and like they perfectly just fit in your hand. And if you just wanted to carry something really, really, really minimalistic, you could just carry that by itself. And the fact that it comes with a wristlet strap is amazing. So, okay, so there we go. So those are the chippers. And I'm kind of regretting not buying a few others because I think the price hasn't come down that low since. Okay, so I already know what these 2 are. I'm already so excited. I have not gotten anything in the new vegan leather in the matte luxe yet. I caved. I decided to get a couple of Coops. So yeah, for anybody who remembers one of those videos where I said this is going to be my last Coop, I think it was Melissa, actually, out there. I think you were the one that said, yeah, right, like it's going to be your last Coop. Okay, you're right. I'm so sorry. I spoke too soon. I have another Coop. So, you were 100% right. I'm really glad I didn't put money on that. So, anyways, I have a new Coop. I have been waiting for this. This, to me, was the thing I was waiting the most for. This was the one I was the most excited about because I got to, try out the new vegan leather, and I got to also finally see the Blue Moon Ice Pop. I hope you can see. I don't know if this is enough light. I do have like kind of a lamp here. I hope you can see that. It's sort of ooh, it's going to fall over, I think, this lamp, because I tried to bring it over. It's about to tip over. So I hope you can see that color. I really like it. Okay, you know what? Give me 2 seconds. I'm actually going to run over and get the slate blue stash. Hang on. Ugh. Okay, so just because I wanted to compare the color. So this is the slate blue in the stash in the regular fabrication, and this is the blue moon. I was kind of hoping they would kind of go. They don't not go, but definitely this one has more of a like a yellowy silver color than this one. It's definitely darker, but I think I could probably get away with those two together. Anyway, so I just wanted to sort of take a look at the difference in color. Obviously, because they're different fabrications, they're going to look very different. But yeah, I think they're close enough that if I were, if I were looking for something like this, I would use this one with this. But anyway, I just want to see the two next to each other. Okay, let's look inside. First of all, yeah, you know what? I actually don't mind this fabric. I thought I was going to hate it. I thought it was going to be more bumpy. I thought it was going to feel more like canvas, because it looks a lot like canvas, but it's actually a lot smoother. Which someone did tell me. They said it's a lot smoother than canvas, and they're right. It feels a whole lot smoother than it looks. Like, you can see that texture, and it doesn't have that texture feel, really. If I were to close my eyes and just touch it, I wouldn't even know that sort of little bumpiness was there. So I like the color. I really like the color. I'm so glad I got this. I have no idea what I'm going to wear with it just yet, but I'm sure that I can figure this out. Okay, and part of the reason why I got this puppy was because of that interior. As anyone who knows me knows, I love, love, love the dragonfly print. I don't know why, but I do. And it's just so, so cute. Oh my goodness. I love it. The only thing I hate about this particular print being an interior color is it is a little bit dark. You can't really see inside the bag very well, but I don't really care, because look at how cute it is on the outside and look at how cute it is on the inside. Yeah, I can live without seeing the contents of my bag as well, just to be able to have that. I mean, I love this bag in every way. I love the color, I love the feel, I love the shape of it, I love the lining, which is so rare that I love the interior and the exterior equally. And you know what? The vegan leather is good. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I kind of forgot that strap was a regular strap. That is the one pet peeve I think I have about the vegan leather things, is that because they're trying to make the straps adjustable, they go back to using the regular fabrication, and it just, I don't know, kind of takes away from it, I think. I think it sort of cheapens it, because this is not as elegant looking as this, so to have this as, strap for this is, I mean, it doesn't look terrible, but it's just not, what I somehow expected it was going to be. Anyway, I mean, I should have expected it, but I didn't. Okay, so it's really hard to do up zippers when you don't have a thumb. All right, and then this has, it does have the little zipper there, and what does this one say? This one is the Live, Laugh, Lug. So that's that. Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. And oh, look at that. Look, even the interior little label is in the vegan leather. So it's so cute. Okay, I love this. I absolutely love this. I cannot wait to use this. I'm definitely going to use this summer. I definitely wear a lot of blues and greens, khakis. So, yeah, this is coming out. I'm so excited. And I'm hoping also, too, because it is vegan leather, not the regular fabrication, that I'm hoping it's going to be a little more wipeable, if that makes any sense. Oh, where did this come from? Did that come from inside that? Or did that come from somewhere else? I don't know where that was. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. And because I thought it was going to be more wipeable, I did something crazy. I got the white one. Now, I never ever thought I would ever get a white bag. Ever. But for some reason, when I saw this bag, I fell in love with it. I thought it was so cute and so elegant and so fresh and so open. I kind of thought, you know what? I really hope nothing bad happens to this. Like, I hope no one, throws spaghetti at me. I hope it doesn't land in a bottle of wine. I hope it doesn't, gravy. It doesn't land in like a pot of gravy. It's so beautiful. I'm so happy. I really don't even like having white clothes. I'm not one of these people that has white clothes, but it does happen to match pretty much anything. Like white, black, go with everything. Sometimes you want something lighter. So, you know, instead of having black, maybe you wear something a little bit brighter, but you want something neutral. So I thought I'd get with this. I would go with this one. Now, it's a little bit wrinkly here. I'm just kind of noticing that. Maybe that'll change when I put stuff in it, but it doesn't even matter. I absolutely love it. So because I was hoping that this was going to be a little bit more wipeable, because it is not the regular fabrication, it's the vegan leather, I am hoping that if something gets on, I can just wipe it off and not have to worry about this, whatever this thing is that's staining, getting really absorbed into the fibers. So we're going to put this to the test. I'm really hoping that I don't get like transfer from any other thing, like any other color onto this. If so, I will cry. I will cry in public. I will cry for everyone to see if something happens to this bag, because this is absolutely beautiful and precious. It makes me almost go, you know what? If I was like getting married, which I never will, for anybody who doesn't know, I'm kind of anti-wedding. Just really don't need to have another wedding in my life. There have been so many weddings I've gone to and I just don't need to go anymore. But if I were to get married, I would be so excited to have this bag. Like if I were the bride, oh my God, to have this bag as your bag for the day, to run around with all the, you know, absolute essentials inside. I think that would be just so cool and so fun to have this little bag. And it would be even more hilarious if, you know, when you were getting all your stuff done and you had this on as your fanny pack. Look at how pretty that would be as a fanny pack. So anyways, and to show up like at your, you know, on your wedding day with your wedding dress and have this around you, I think it would be absolutely hilarious. So anyways, this would make a really, really good bridal present. Like if you were getting married in the summer and you wanted to give something to your bridesmaids or whatever, all the women in the bridal party, like the mother, you know, the mother of the bride, mother-in-law of the bride, whatever, that kind of thing. This would be really, really cool. It'd be a really pretty thing. And certainly I think if you got like all the matching sort of pastel colors, that would be so cool too. Anyways, I am so excited about this. It is so pretty. I did not know how much I was going to love this, but I love it. And I, again, can't wait to use it. But I am a little bit scared. I am so scared that there's going to be transfer on this, that I'm going to look down and I'm like, why is there blue and like all rubbed on the bottom? Or why is there a red streak across here? Like I said, I will cry. I will cry in public. That's the end of it. So if that happens, yeah, I'm not quite sure. So I don't know under what circumstance I would use this bag, but, oh, yeah, I absolutely adore it. Okay, so Coops in vegan leather matte luxe, first time, so excited. Okay, now Fiesta Resistance. I did cave. I should not have done it, but I did. I bought one of the home pieces because I am an organizational sort of container freak. Even though my house is completely disorganized and my life is completely disorganized, there's a part of me that pretends like it's organized. And I buy things like this to make me feel like I'm actually organized, when in reality, I'm a complete and total mess. So I finally caved. I shouldn't have. I knew that they weren't even offering it for a very good price, but they were selling so fast that I kind of fell for it. There was a buying frenzy. They had a very limited number on that day. And then they were selling out like in minutes. So when I first tuned in, I tuned into the show where they introduced this line really late. I showed up maybe 10 minutes late. The first two things that they had, they sold out, everything was gone, I think probably in seconds. And then finally I was like, okay, whatever this next thing is, if it's in the color I want, if it's even slightly anything I want, I'm just going to click buy and I'll think about it later. So I did. And I never looked back. So this, oh, hey, there's a new card. It's a whole different, like I think the kids are older. There's a new color at the bottom. They updated the picture. Okay, already I'm so excited. I'm trying to contain myself here. I'm so happy because I actually like it. I love the color. If you've heard me in other videos, I wasn't sure if I was going to love the Blue Moon Ice Pop because I couldn't tell on the videos or in the photos, even the pictures that people were taking on Facebook. Sometimes it was blue, sometimes it was gray, sometimes it was silver, sometimes it was periwinkle, sometimes it almost looked mauve. Other times it had like a greeny tinge. And I was like, I don't know what color this is. So I thought, okay, I'm just going to take a risk here because I was getting some major FOMO. And I forget how much this was. It was way more expensive than it should have been. I spent way more money than I should have, but I did, and here I am. So, like I said, I was kind of hoping, actually, that, because I think for the day that they launched this, everything was, I think, maybe, was it only 20%, maybe even less than 20% off, which is kind of crappy considering they were debuting it. But they only had, I think, 100 of everything. And they even said, like, so this is going to be launched. After this, we're not going to see it ever again until we officially actually bring in, you know, the rest of the stock. And then they'll you know, debut it on QVC and all that stuff. And I'm sure the prices will come down. But I don't know why. I like I said, total FOMO, total just... I caved. I fell for the whole lug spiel. I was weak, and so weak that day. Anyway, yeah. So what is this called? I can't remember what this is called. This is the hitch? Is that what it's called? Is this the hitch? It might be the hitch. I don't remember what this thing called. Like I was in such a, I just want this thing. I don't even care. Just buy. Just check out. Anyways, okay, look at this. So in this particular light where I am, it has a slightly yellow tinge. So even still, I'm still not quite sure what color it is, but I like it. I don't even care. It is a really cool color. And I guess I'm just going to look at it side by side with the vegan leather one, just because they do look a little bit different. So to me, in this light, the vegan leather looks a little more blue than that one. And I don't know if you can see that at all. But it is a little bit of a darker color in the vegan leather, a little bit lighter when it's in the regular fabrication. So, okay. Now, it's going to be hard to get this in because I don't think I can get the camera high enough. Hang on, let's see. No, I don't know if I think I can get this any higher. Okay, so there's the back. And I think it's going to be quite big. I just don't know how I'm going to do this where I'm going to be able to show you how big it is without... Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do another whole video where I show you how big this thing is. Okay, the reason why I got this, okay, I really hope you can see this, is because it has the ability to either be 1, 2, 3, 4 sections, or it has the ability to be, let's see if I can pull this off. Okay, hang on, maybe I'll start with this one. It has the ability to either be 4 sections, or... Oh, hang on. How did they do it? They made it look so easy in the show. There. Okay. Ta-da! Oh my god. Or it can be 2 large sections by pushing that little shelf up. And then this one, I believe, also goes up. Let's see. There we go. So that goes up. Really hard to do without thumbs. There. Okay. So there we go. And there it is, and that's the cavern. So the inside, just for if you're curious, so the shells themselves are using that fabric, so that regular lug fabrication, but the very back, like back here, and along the side here, you can see there, that. It's a different fabrication and it's cheaper and I'm really not happy about it. So I was really hoping it was the regular fabrication all the way throughout. But this, I don't know if you can see, I think this is gonna like probably rip really soon. But it's kind of, you know when you get those like free shopping bags, like those free reusable shopping bags, but they're like that knitted, soft, it almost kind of, it starts to like get all sort of fluffy if you rub things against it too much. It's that kind of fabric. So it's a softer, less durable fabric. And I feel like if you keep like, you know, rubbing things back and forth on it, eventually I feel like that's gonna wear out and you're gonna either get holes or you're gonna get tears or you're gonna get that fluffy, you know, sometimes like I don't know how to put this, there are some fabrics where if you rub up against too much it gets really like hairy and it starts getting furry, and then when you look at it it just looks like it's on like it's got like just like little fine hairs, and then it gets a little staticky so it stands on end. That's what I feel like this fabric is. So I'm a little bit disappointed because I mean this was expensive. I feel like this was like $50 US. So it was like, what, 70 something dollars Canadian? I definitely overpaid for this. for sure. But I got it because I really wanted to know how good it was going to be. I wanted to test it. I love organizational things. But okay, so the top and the middle shelves and the very bottom, there's that bottom shelf there. That's the bottom level. That's the regular fabrication. That's great. The outside and the back and the bottom here, that's the regular fabrication. That is not. That is not. And that's what upsets me. I paid too much money to have that go to be like a cheapy, chintzy fabric. We're gonna see how that withstands. Like if I were to put drawers in this, like if I were to put, what are they called? I don't know what the box was, but you could get a box that fits in here. So if you were to like open and close that drawer all the time, I feel like eventually this would rub and start to rip away at this fabric. So we'll see. I do want to buy those when they come down, when they come back again, or when they come down in price. I want to get them that match this. I just don't know. But already I'm seeing like a little thread here. Right over here. So we know that the lug quality has come down a fair bit. I really took a chance on this one. I love the fact that I could do that to it. So if I wanted a large, if I wanted a large bin, I could have a large bin. If I wanted two smaller ones, I could have a smaller one. So they do make the little drawers for the smaller ones, and they make the drawer for the big one as well. But I'm a little disappointed. I was really not expecting this to be that quality. So overall, I'm thrilled. I love the color. Oh my goodness, I love the color. Like, I can't even talk about how much I love this color. I did not expect I was going to love it as much as I do. However, not thrilled about that interior fabric. Oh, look, it's an accordion. Anyway, I do love that they allow for you to be able to, either make it a big or a small section. I love that. That's genius. This is why we love Lug. Lug does things like this. They make things adaptable. You can custom it to your own life and to your own needs and to whatever needs come up at that particular moment. So as your life changes, as your needs change, you can change this around. I do love that. I'm so sad that you can't see all of this. But it's beautiful. It definitely is a much higher quality product than other things I have of this. So I have a few of things like this already. I got them at IKEA. And they did something similar. So it was, the same idea. It hangs with little hooks, so it goes into your closet, and it hangs from the, coat, from the whatever, the clothes rack bar, and then it has little sections, so you can put little drawers in there, you can put dividers in there, whatever it is. But they were a fraction of the price. So even though the quality wasn't as good, they were like just plain white or plain black with nothing to them at all. They were, I feel like, the one that I have, it's like this, but it's actually maybe double the length. So I'm able to get like four of these. So there's two big guys like this, like two empty bins like this that I keep my pants in. So like my pants go in one and my short pants go in the other. And then there's like two other sections. And I put drawers in those ones. So I could go out and buy the drawer or the insert that makes it a drawer, just like in this one. I could buy I forget what it's called, whatever the box is for this one. So I was able to get those. But I think the whole kit and caboodle cost me like $29 or $30 or something like that. Whereas just this alone was over like practically $70 Canadian. And if I wanted to put the inserts in, it would cost me like another God knows how much. So, considering this is like 10 times the price practically once I put everything together, is it worth it? I hope so. The other one, I don't have the ability to adjust these two sections, but I do have the ability to add, little things as I go. But this is prettier. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this is a gazillion times prettier. I'm not sure if if this is much better. It certainly looks prettier. It's got the gunmetal, but you know what? Who cares? As long as it holds up. I hope this is sturdy. I hope this is strong. I have had mine for 10 years. They've never fallen apart. They've never let me down. So, do I spend $30 and get the same thing? Or do I spend over, $150 to get something prettier? I don't know. We're about to find out. But I thought I would just at least get this and give it a try and see how it goes. So there we go. That was a long video. I'm really sorry. But I kind of had to gush over this thing because I do love it. So I don't know exactly where it's going to go just yet. That means I have to completely reorganize my entire cupboard. But I am looking forward to trying to find a home for it, or rather this becomes a home for something else. And then I've got, yeah, my 2 Coops, my blue, my ice blue, what's it called? Moon, probably blue moon. Oh, my thumb. Oh, gotta stop using my thumb. I haven't done an unboxing with my thumb, so I don't know how to do anything without my thumb here. So there it is in the white, which I love. I love those 2. Oh my god, I love those 2. And then the 2 little chippers that really clashed there. Keeping this one, not sure about this one. I'm still on the fence about this. And then, of course, the part A, which was all the other little junk in the previous video in part 3. So there it is. That's the spring fling order. I kind of love it. So I got everything, I think. I'm going to double check against the order. I actually haven't gone back to look at the order to see if I actually received everything. I think I got everything, at least everything that I was aware of, I seem to have gotten. There might be something missing, but I will go back and double check. If not, well done, Lug. Congratulations. Thumbs up to you. Well, 1.5 thumbs. This one's not really going up very far. But it was supposed to be a 2 thumbs. It got here not too bad shape. Like, the box was in good shape. The stuff was completely unharmed. It didn't require stuffing. I didn't get a box that was too big. It got here relatively quickly. Like, once they said, okay, we're going to get on our ball, we're going to get on the ball and get our stuff in gear, we're going to send it to you. It kind of came probably later than other people's, but it certainly got here sooner than I thought it was going to be. I was going to give them the whole week, and it actually got here sooner than that. So, okay, I'm going to shut up. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you got in the spring fling. I would love to know what you got. Did anybody get any of the home stuff? And if so, what did you think of it? I'd love to know as well. And tell me if you got any of this stuff and what you're thinking of all the new, the brand new stuff that got released in the spring fling. I am curious to see what you guys thought of it as well. That is it. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time.